We have always believed that a teacher is the center of good teaching and learning environment, and it is for this reason that Beacon House has always laid stress on teacher training. From our initial association in the 1980s with the Murray House Institute of Education in Scotland, to the association with the University of Bradford, and more recently the College of St. Mark's and St. John's, Beacon House continues to forge links with colleges and universities across the world. Today, more than half our teachers have internationally recognized teaching certificate, while the rest are enrolled in the permanent in-service program. In addition, we continue to send senior academics to the UK to pursue their master's degree in education and professional development. So with its rigorous standards and its range of challenging programs, the Beacon House tries to create a teaching and learning environment that brings success within the reach of every student. The last 5 years have not been kind to Pakistan, nor to education, with terrorist attacks shaking the very bedrock of our communities, the heightened security threats to our schools, and the unprecedented floods across the country. Our people have had more than their share of troubles. It is at difficult times such as these, when ignorance, conflict, and apprehension are rife, that schools, colleges, and universities across the world carry a greater responsibility to promote intellectual openness and tolerance, and to create increased cultural understanding. Institutions such as ours have a unique responsibility to engender in society a new confidence. It must be a confidence based on intellectual excellence, but also on refreshed and enlightened appreciation of the scientific, linguistic, artistic, and religious traditions that underpin and give such value to all civilizations. Our long-term goal is not mere extension of existing skills and techniques, but to research, develop, design, and introduce futuristic techniques for the teachers and students to use. We want to add value not just to our existing schools, but to any other schools that we set up or acquire in the future. We want that our name should be associated with change and quality education. We live in an environment in which political uncertainty, poverty, and illiteracy are dauntingly high. The private education sector plays a very important role in Pakistan. And today, 40% of all primary school-going children attend private schools. Private education plays an important role in almost all countries of the world. It sets benchmarks for the state education sectors to follow. The history of conferences in Beacon House traces back to 1989, when the Beacon House Academic Conference was held. This examined the role of the head as an agent of change. Subsequent conferences have hitherto been instrumental in providing a forum for debate and dialogue on a series of important notions and innovations in education. For example, we debated the role of technology in education in the year 2000 as we celebrated our Silver Jubilee. The School of Tomorrow conference held in 2005 re-examined the core principles and values of education with the intention of paving the way for the future. It was as a result of the conference that we took the initiative to open TNS, Beacon House TNS, a school which would promote real learning, integrate technology, and provide students with opportunities to explore their own interests. A school which provides a comfortable, wholesome environment in which individuals would be respected and have freedom to direct their own learning. I'm proud to announce today that TNS Beacon House is a successful and innovative school. This conference of 2010, Freedom to Learn, intends to delve a little deeper, taking a closer look at how the increasingly diverse, globalized, and complex media-saturated world will affect us and our students. Let us not forget that our kindergartners will be in their 30s in the year 2035. We have no idea of what the world will look like in 5 years, much less 25 years. Yet we are charged with preparing our students for life in that world. Our students face many emerging issues such as global warming, famine, water shortage, poverty, epidemics, a global population explosion, and other environmental and social issues. These issues lead to a need for students to be able to communicate, function, and create change personally, socially, economically, and politically on local, national, and global levels. The unprecedented floods that have hit our country demand unprecedented sacrifices from all of us. As we ask the world for help and assistance, we must teach our students that we must always expect from others what we are able to give out to others in their time of need. It is our collective responsibility to take a leading role in rebuilding infrastructure and rehabilitating the displaced people of this country. Some 20 million people are in need of immediate assistance. 1.9 million homes have been damaged or destroyed. More than 1 million head of livestock have been lost, and 5.9 million acres of standing crops damaged or lost. The estimated cost to Pakistan's economy this year alone is $9.5 billion. Beacon House is very conscious of its social corporate responsibility in this time of need, as it was at the time of the floods of 2005 and IDP crisis of 2008. For each of these crises, the company contributed 10 million, the staff 10 million each every time. The staff donated 1 day's salary, and the students have contributed very generously. We have distributed humanitarian supplies to the displaced people and have also built a school in Chinari and plan to build schools in the flood-hit areas also. However, there is much to be done. School needs to be rebuilt, refurnished, and equipped. Teachers need to be identified and trained. Families need incentives to take their children off the streets and send them to schools. Our ultimate goal is to educate, facilitate, and enable the affected to rebuild their lives. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is a web of global interaction cutting across lines of division and separation which have characterized most of its history. This accelerating wave of interdependence is something that brings with it both myriad blessings and serious risks, not the least of which is the danger that globalization will become synonymous with homogenization. Why would homogenization be such a danger? Because diversity and variety constitute one of the most beautiful gifts of the Creator, and because a deep commitment to our own cultural, racial, and religious history is part of what it means to be a thinking human being. Yes, we need to establish connections, connecting bonds across cultures, but we must all learn to respect other cultures and seek to learn from those cultures just as we respect our own culture. The Quran states, God created male and female and made you into communities and tribes so that you may know each other. It is our differences that both define us and connect us. In an age of accelerating change, when even the most sophisticated skills are quickly outdated, we must all agree that the most important skill anyone can learn is the ability to go on learning. In a world of rapid change, an agile and adaptable mind, a pragmatic and cooperative temperament, a strong ethical orientation are increasingly the key to effective leadership. And I would add to this list a capacity for intellectual humility, which keeps one's mind constantly open to a variety of viewpoints and which welcomes pluralistic exchanges. These capacities in the long term will be critical to future successes. I strongly believe that we are not alone in this mission and that our international associations will provide our schools and teachers here in Pakistan with partners of equal strength in different cultural settings. I believe that this is what will make Beacon House a most exciting institution, a genuinely international, intercultural school system, exchanging students and faculty among campuses that share a common goal of intellectual excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, it is through the 4 themes of this conference that you will question existing practices, suggest alternative strategies, and make recommendations for further developments. We hope that learning that takes place here will be translated into effective recommendations and agendas for practitioners, curriculum developers, teacher trainers, and all leaders involved in research and in supporting and improving policies and practices. The 4 themes that underpin this conference and address key areas are the power of diversity, new ways of teaching and learning, reframing early childhood education, teacher education for sustainable development, changing education, leadership, innovation, and development.